Matisa Namibia, welcome to the Tribe on One Africa TV. My name is Shea Ulenga, and this week on the Tribe I'm joined by Billem, who recently scooped the award for Best Traditional at this year's Namas. Welcome back to the Tribe on One Africa TV. This week's Tribe exclusive features Nama award-winning singer-songwriter Anthony Williams, known better by his stage name as Billem. Welcome to the Tribe.
Thank you so very much.
Oh, must I say welcome back? Because we actually tried to touch base with you a little bit earlier on this year during the lockdown. It was kind of hard.
It was hard because we had to have this telephonic interview. We had to do it like twice.
And I was like, no, he needs to come to the show.
No, thank you for having me. It's an absolute pleasure being here. Congratulations
are in order.
Thank you so very much.
We were talking about it off air earlier on. 3 years in the game. Then boom. Second attempt at a nomination. And you got the award.
Yeah, you know, I quite don't know how to place it. I think that there are so many factors that contribute. I can't think of one particular incident or moment that I knew it was going to happen. So much so that I did not also focus on the whole winning thing. I like to live in the moment, you know. So it was a beautiful moment, and I think that also I'm very privileged to be occupying that space right now. And just the whole introduction thing that, you know, the award winning, etc. I think that it's a little bit overwhelming still, but I'm grateful.
I mean, you're fresh. It's just 3 years.
It's just
when you come here by 7, these things won't affect you anymore. It'll be like water.
Water.
Tell us about your name. Billem.
Yes.
Like I mentioned, I mean, it's Anthony Williams.
Yeah, I like to milk the stereotype.
Yes.
You know, because I always start with the statement saying that English and your ability to articulate and speak it well is not a sign of intelligence.
Absolutely.
We have our people, because my background is in various groupings and tribes, as we call them. So the Damara people sometimes say Saduism to situation and Palvers to Valvers. And so we grew up saying Billem to Billem and Williams and
Paseline,
the jello dresses and those things. And I want to be very particular and deliberate about that. So I took that and I said, okay, my name is Billem. And one of my colleagues actually started calling me Billemro. So I'm like, okay, what do I call myself? And I like to say, okay, let me make fun of it, you know. Showing that regardless of how we pronounce things, that is our identity, this is the accent. So I wanted to be very deliberate about that. So that's where the name comes from.
Tell us about the musical journey, though. How did you attach Billemro to now making music? How did that happen? Is it something that was in your background? It's something you've grown up with?
Okay. Yeah, the thing is that when I was younger, I actually studied music. I studied piano up to a certain, way back. But then because of peer pressure and influences and such, it was not cool to play at that point in time. So I left it. And, but I've always been a fan of music. I can't remember any moment in my life without a song being part of that experience, whether it was falling in love, becoming, in my own view, rebellious towards the establishment of society, because way back growing my dreadlocks and being into the whole reggae music vibe and all these things. So music has been part and parcel of my life ever since. So I can't say that, okay, there was a particular moment I said, let me
I sang in a choir.
No, I didn't do that. I loved music. I loved listening to music, and I was just fortunate, as I always say. I've had so many people I've been blessed with. Relationships are very important for me because relationships create you. So I had somebody, Hishishi Papa. My good friend and brother. One day, because I've always in the corridors shouting and singing, so he's one day, hey, you, Billemro, come on, Khan, man. So I said, where are we going? He says, no, let's go to the studio. I'm like, to do what? He says, let's go record. So we went over to Arafat, somebody I also have to thank a lot. And we went there, and the rest is, so to say, history. But it was a steep learning curve. Because singing in the shower or thinking that you can sing and getting in front of the mic, and learning the timing and following the beats.
You don't have to tell me twice.
It's crazy.
It's crazy. It's completely different.
So, sometimes I sit and listen to my music and I'm like, wow, is that me? So it's very fresh for me.
Yeah.
Yeah, I will not underplay it. I will overemphasize. I'm really fortunate.
Absolutely. Yeah.
I'm very grateful.
This is your second album, is it not?
This is my second album.
Yeah.
I'm working. The first one was Confidence.
Confidence. Volgens confidence.
But we make it confidence. And I think that because I am a confidence coach. That's what I do. I coach people on regaining self-worth.
That's how I met you. I interviewed you on KCR about just confidence, and every day we try to build confidence in young people on my platform.
Yeah. So I looked at it and said that confidence, I was confident enough to give myself a try. So it was confidence. And then after that, now this one, where the song was that got the acknowledgement is Guru, which means to roar, you know, and also it means lightning in the quake of up. So, yeah, and then the third one to be dropped in October now will be Kari.
Kari.
Yeah.
Confidence, Guru. Kari. I love it.
I'm running out of the Kari word, so.
Next is Ngo.
Ngo. Yeah, so yeah.
Now, the winning album, which is your second album, wasn't the first album that you entered, Confidence, did you get nominated for the awards?
No.
Not even?
Not even. And to my thinking, I don't know whether it's a sophomore album. I don't know this.
Yeah, it's a sophomore. Your debut and then your sophomore.
Yeah, so my debut album, the thing is this, I go on inspiration. So that album was a whole lot of inspiration. We didn't write songs. I didn't know anything about anything. So it's like going to the studio, the feeling, the sound. So I'd get a sound in my head. I'm like, hey, I've got this idea, and we facilitate it, and I would record it. That came from inspiration, and I was very particular about its impact on my life and to a lot of people. So it didn't get any nomination. I think that at that point in time, I realized that even if I submitted it, is that I didn't start making music or
for awards in the first place
or something, you know. For me, it's beautiful if somebody calls me and says that, hey, I love that song of yours, you know, just thinking that somebody's playing my song somewhere, you know.
Yeah, it was my ringtone for a little while, you know which one.
Yeah, so yeah.
We're getting to know Billem right here on The Tribe. He just recently won the award for Best Traditional. That's at this year's numbers, which, by the way, are still continuing. But just to give you a little bit more, the other side of the man, here he is on The Tribe.
Daddy guys are off say we amanga mama Sobiso sas twis como Sobiso sas twis como Twitos Daddy am si apke guri bagol kharu Dai kham nedira hauba Neri Duro namigo Namzida Duro namigo Sayara namzi Nidara dura nidara dore Sista mare Daddy nadi gaiser of se undere Amana mama Sobiso sas twis como Sobiso sas twis como Code Amanga code Crazy lara tasas karaga Turima crazy Oh yeah Turo no mirata Sista mare Daddy nadi guys are off say undere amanga mama Sobiso sas twis como Sobiso
Welcome back to The Tribe. You're catching up with our exclusive where we are featuring Billem. Yeah, one of the latest Nama winners. Brand new, fresh talent. It was never done before. Traditional music, though. You are going to be the reigning king of that category for years to come, or maybe even till we get our new platform for the awards.
Yeah, I would say custodian of the efforts of so many before me.
Yeah.
I am occupying this space now. But the most important thing to understand is that if it was not for others that came before me, I would not have been here.
Yeah.
So I really I am not underplaying or downplaying the fact that yes, I have received this award. But if it were not for the people like the late Ahue, Furas,
even Oerna Shimu was in the category with you.
Myself, yes, and it was such a beautiful moment because I met her at the awards and I'm like, yo, you know, this is an amazing thing. So for all these people that came, even recently, the late Odaker, they used to call him Gurima Gaib, who I saw playing a clip on Facebook. I saw him play something, and it's such melodious, beautiful music that comes from others, you know. So at this point in time, yes, with this award, I could do a lot to advocate for our traditional music, but also understanding that the traditional music needs to be maintained, but also it needs to fuse. The essence should be there, but it needs to be fused so that young people can understand that.
And learn.
Yeah, and learn, yes. That's a very important.
And apply that to this era.
Yes, because we sample so many things from the States and everywhere else.
I can't wait till they sample your song in 20 years' time.
20 years' time.
I can't wait. What are some of the important things that you consider when it comes to writing a song or even creating music?
The thing is that the process of creativity for me is that you shouldn't approach it with logic, trying to think. Of course, there can be a process, but it's opening yourself up to things. And because some of these things are very inherent to us. So when you open up, it keeps on giving. So when I'm going to write a song, it depends on the feeling that I have at that point in time. It's been a learning process. So sometimes I would just get in the studio and I would just do that at that point in time, whatever comes there. Sometimes you want to go and think about something, you know. So it should be very fluid. For me, it should be very fluid. Just allow the juices to flow, you know, because that creativity is within us. I think that's what many artists and people who want to express themselves struggle with.
And forget.
Just allow it because it's already there. And then also to listen. Guidance, mentorship. I've been privileged to have so many mentors that say that, okay, hey, I record with Kani. So sometimes now, you know, I'm trying to play and
shout out to Cannibal.
Shout out to Cannibal 2.0. So I was trying to sing something and it's like, you are being too ambitious there. Calm down. So
don't you just love his honesty?
Yeah, it's super frank about anything. It's like, no, let's do this. But you evolve, you know, so it's just allowing it and the inspiration is always there.
Speaking of that creative process that you go through, you have a very good sense of humor. And that comes through and reflects in the music. Where does it come from?
Life is fun. Life is fun. Of course, there are difficult moments, situations that people go through and such, but what do people relate to? Love, for instance, I usually try to look at the interplay between two people when you're in love, you know, it's the whole thing of flirting, playing around, you know, and that whole approach, that's important for me. So that's like in that Dear song, I try to incorporate that because that's the thing, it's being playful, you know. So when you fall in love, you become something else. And that's what.
I can see it now that you're saying.
So that's what I try to put in. That's the thing.
Billem, thank you very much. Thank you for trying. Thank you for stepping out of your comfort zone and going to explore what else this beautiful life has to offer. And thank you for just making Namibian music that Namibians can fall in love with every time. We look forward to Kari this October.
It's coming.
Follow Billem on social media to keep up to the beat. In the meantime, here is a little bit more on the tribe.
Ho ho!